It's not often a regional fighter declines multiple UFC offers. But that's exactly what top prospect Losene Keita did before signing a new deal to stay with Europe-based promotion Octagon MMA. The 26-year-old fighter, who moved to Belgium from Guinea when he was just a boy, always dreamed of shining under the brightest lights in the UFC. It's a fantasy he still hopes to fulfill one day. But Keita just didn't feel the time was right when the UFC came calling. Octagon is like a home for me, Keita told MMA Fighting. Octagon gave me a lot of chances, and the fans love me, and I'm very popular there. For me, the UFC was my first option, but I'm like, why should I leave my home to go somewhere else? I'm 26 years old. I have a good record. I'm still learning every day. I can still have a lot of experience before going to the UFC. I never say the UFC dream is done, but for me, Octagon is now my home and I'm happy there. Keita admits it's impossible for money not to play some part in where he fights, but it's not the only factor in his decision to stick with Octagon over the UFC. While he certainly appreciates that the UFC sees him as an asset worth multiple offers, Keita felt like Octagon really understood his value to the organization. Keita is currently the featherweight and lightweight champion of Octagon. UFC tried to sign me 3 times already, Keita revealed. It doesn't happen, but I don't think a lot of fighters are in my shoes. That's why it doesn't happen very often. I'm getting paid, and I'm getting paid well in Octagon. I'm one of the biggest stars there. Going to the UFC, fighting for $12,000 to show and $12,000 to win, or $15,000 and $15,000 is crazy. I know the UFC is the biggest organization, and I know my worth. In Octagon, they know my worth. They respect my worth. That's it. Perhaps the closest example of another athlete opting for a route similar to the one Keita travels now is current UFC star Paddy Pimblett, who also turned down multiple offers from the promotion before finally signing there as a free agent in 2021. Pimblett openly stated that he wanted more time to develop his game and feel truly ready for the competition he'd face in the UFC. The decision seemed to work out well for him. Pimblett is undefeated in 5 UFC appearances and has become one of the promotion's biggest names over the past couple of years. Keita understands the comparisons he'll get to Pimblett because they both passed on UFC offers, but he promises they couldn't be further apart outside of that lone similarity.